All right, here we go. All right, just give it a
Are
second.
we live?
Should be live in any second now.
Okay.
Just is waiting for Dylan to find out too.
I'm waiting for the notification that says you went live.
Yeah, we're live now. Yep,
Okay.
we are live.
All right. Should I do the intro?
Go for it.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the King Awesome and Dylan 591 podcast, wrestling podcast. Today we're going to be looking into the return of AJ Styles after his loss at Clash of Clans a couple months ago.
Yep.
We're gonna be talking about the triple threat tag team ladder match that is possibly going to be our main event tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. There's also going to be a Naomi versus Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton match tonight. The first ever dumpster match since the Attitude Era will be against Michin and Chelsea Green. And then finally, we're going to be talking about the WWE looking into the tag team of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns at Bad Blood.
So we do have a little bit more to talk about tonight than what we have the past few Smackdowns. It's kind of been just the same kind of repeat stuff that we've had, But tonight we actually kind of are getting down to the nitty gritty because tomorrow is Bad Blood. So yes, we do have a special look at Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. So that's going to be going on tonight, and then we got obviously the triple threat tag team ladder match, DIY, Street Profits, and the Bloodline. So that's Tonga, and Tonga Loa, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then we also got, as King said, the dumpster match, which we haven't seen since the Attitude Era. So we're going to get all of the information out to you guys on what we think is going to be going on tonight and do some predictions like we always do. And then we've also got the return of the phenomenal AJ Styles, as well as Naomi taking on Tiffany. So we'll have to check all that stuff out. So, King, you want to go ahead and start off with the first topic? We'll go ahead and start off with AJ Styles returning. I know last week they had a little promo for him, and we're getting AJ's return tonight. So we're going to see what's going to happen there. I know AJ was, in the LA Knight stuff and all that stuff before he left, I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know if he's gonna try to challenge LA Knight or what's gonna end up happening here, but
so AJ Styles had he did have a feud with LA Knight, and the feud ended up going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
However, he did also have a feud with Cody Rhodes for his undisputed tag team, not tag.
Yep, he did. That was probably the last thing that he did. I was there at Smackdown for the, I think it was draft night in Cincinnati, and they did their feud there.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, the last time they had beef with each other was back at Clash at the Castle, where I think it was an I Quit match, and AJ Styles ended up losing the match and said I quit. Cody Rhodes, so yep.
You are correct on that.
Here we are.
So yeah, the phenomenal AJ Styles is back. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what he's going to talk about or what he's got to say since he's been gone. Whether or not he gets back with the OC, we don't know. I know the OC, I think they've been doing them more on NXT, if I'm correct. And then obviously Michin, she's still on SmackDown. but it's going to be interesting to see what happens because I know he did have kind of like pushed them away and they're kind of off doing their own thing now. So when he comes back, he's going to be his own self, at least for now. It just kind of seems like
Yeah,
that's kind of what the deal is with him, at least for right now. But in
yeah.
my opinion, I think he's probably going to just talk about why he's back and why he was gone, and then he's going to get into kind of some nitty gritty stuff. Someone's probably going to come out and cut him off. This will probably be the start of SmackDown. Uh, Possibly, I'm not sure, but they might have the Bloodline or something come out to, get the feud started or whatever, or something weird. I don't know.
I I
Last
don't
week they
know.
did Randy.
Never a
Randy was wasn't Randy the first person to come out last Friday? Yeah, Randy came out last Friday.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I wonder if Kevin Owens is going to get involved too. Like, I don't know. I'm getting off topic there, but I know that AJ Styles is going to want to go for somebody with a championship. And the last two people that he's had feud with, like you said, was Cody and LA Knight.
I don't know. Whenever a wrestler returns, it's always a wild card. Some people retire. Some people announce they're going after a title. Some people announce they're entering the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. Some people announce they're going to be taking on a champion at WrestleMania. Some people, we're one night away from Bad Blood, so who
Yeah,
knows what could happen. But
exactly.
whenever a wrestler returns, it's always a wild card. They will either lose their first match immediately, or they will become the biggest name in WWE overnight.
Exactly. Also, I want to talk about something at the end. We'll talk about some Raw stuff because there's some stuff I wanted to talk about. Not for the upcoming,
Yeah,
but what happened last week. I figured that
yeah.
just remind me if I forget, but I do want to put that out there and we can talk about that topic as well. And there's other things
Like
if you want to talk about anything
Braun,
else too, we'll do that at the end. But yeah, the
like
phenomenal
Braun
AJ
Strowman.
Styles, he is back and he obviously is going to have something to say tonight. He's probably obviously going to say something about why he's been gone. And then, like I said, he's probably going to get into something with a feud. Someone's definitely cutting him off tonight. That's just normally how it goes. Every time someone returns, someone cuts them off. So we'll just have to
AJ
wait
could
and see.
retire.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen tonight? I mean, what if he gets wrapped up with a match tonight with the United States Championship or something? Who knows?
I don't know.
Because they're gonna have to do it. They're gonna put LA Knight on TV tonight. They always do, and that's not stated. So who knows? But then
Mm.
again, I don't know. It just might seem too obvious because they have
I
been
feel like
throwing a lot of things
everyone
off here recently.
I feel like everyone expects AJ Styles to retire. Um, but he could have like a couple more years in him.
Yeah,
Like for a while, everyone's like, "Oh, Randy Orton is probably gonna retire at some point," and then as a surprise, it turns out he has another 5-year contract until 2029.
right.
So he's here for another long while.
Yeah, he definitely is. I think he's coming back to stay for a little bit.
AJ
It's just
hasn't
going
been
to be
around
interesting to see what
for
he gets wrapped up into because how the storylines have been right now. Like I feel like I hate to say it, the viewers are lower than when Jinder Mahal had the championship. I don't know if you've seen that with Cody Rhodes and stuff, but I guess that there was like so many million viewers now as there was like several million when Jinder was champion. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen because like right now, every storyline they got going on right now is like there's something going for it. It's got you hooked on it. You know what I mean? Like from the bloodline stuff, from the Liv and Dom stuff to, you know what I mean? Like there's just so many topics and they're good. You know what I mean? It's keeping it interesting, except for maybe the Andrade and Carmelo Hayes stuff because that's been going on for weeks, like months actually at this point. Not weeks,
I
months.
I've seen so many I've seen so many people say SmackDown so much better than Raw, the Bloodline so much better than
No, Raw
the
is definitely hitting more right now than SmackDown. Definitely. Raw is.
I
I hate to say this, but I think Raw is definitely killing it. What do we have on SmackDown right now? Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, and then we've got Roman back. You know what I mean? Nothing else has changed other than the fact that Solo wants to think he's him and he's not. You know?
Yeah, I see so many people saying SmackDown is
Oh, you're
it's
gonna
been a
drink
long
some
week.
water or something.
I have water.
Oh, okay.
I hear a lot of people saying that SmackDown is the better show and that the Bloodline storyline is so much better than um any other storyline in WWE. And then they show these views for SmackDown and they just discredit their own source.
Exactly.
You
I
know,
agree.
they're like, oh, so many people are interested
But
uh
you almost
in
can't
the
compare
Bloodline
them though at
storyline.
this point. You know? Because like
Yeah,
with the storylines they've got going on right now, it just connects everything. You know? So it's like whether they're going to see what's going on with LA Knight, whether they're going on to see what's going on with the Bloodline, whether they're going to see what's going on with the Judgment Day, there's eyes on something right now. You know what I mean?
I think whoever takes the title from
What's
Cody
up, 50?
shouldn't be a Bloodline member, and it shouldn't be
Hello.
KO.
Yeah, because he's definitely turning soon.
Yeah, I love heel Kevin Owens.
I don't
I
know.
think Randy Orton
I
should be
don't know.
undisputed.
I think Randy needs to give him an RKO. He was shoving
I think
Randy and
Randy.
Cody. That's disrespectful to both of them. You know?
I think Randy should turn heel, like an unexpected heel turn, and then
Yeah,
just.
he's supposed to turn heel. Both of them are.
Yeah, it's definitely leading into that. And we just haven't seen it yet.
It's gonna be Randy versus Cody.
Maybe Bad Blood will be the feud or something. It'll, I don't know, break the ice there, I guess.
Well,
With that.
Cena might return tomorrow night. That's what the rumors are.
Hopefully Bad Blood goes way back, so it would be very iconic to see Cena show up. But isn't Chelsea or not Chelsea, Bianca and Jade, they're the hosts for Bad Blood
Yep.
as well.
And
I
I
forgot
also,
to mention
I
that.
also think, and I also saw a rumor that Charlotte could return because it's been 10 months.
Charlotte's actually doing well. I think she could return at any point as well. Her,
Even though
Asuka,
I don't like her.
Brock Lesnar, they'll probably save him for, Royal Rumble because he's back on the roster now.
He's been on the roster. They haven't really.
Charlotte Flair. Sorry, Charlotte Flair's a great wrestler, but her heel is just so bad. She should
Yeah.
not be
Her
a heel.
voice is annoying. It annoys me.
I like Charlotte
She's like
though.
Daddy's little girl.
Guess what I do when I
Well, look at
have her on my
Tiffany.
screen? I'm like, mute!
Dude, I if Charlotte Flair does come back, she should not be a heel because she does
And
not.
Becky's also
not
still
great
in
as a
WWE. She's just doing other things.
Yeah, because we'll talk
I
about
think
that here
Becky's
at the end.
retired.
Because there's something else that I want to talk about from Raw later on.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll
This
save that
news
for
item.
later. I was gonna say it now, but I'm gonna save it for later, towards the end.
There's something else I want to talk about, but I probably should save it for the end as well.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get through this next topic. So we've got the triple threat ladder match. So we've got a triple threat tag match that's going to be going on. So we've got the Bloodline, DIY, and the Profits. They're all going to be scrambling for the tag titles. This will probably be main event tonight. So who knows?
No
The
way.
Bloodline will probably rule like always. They'll probably cheat. Who knows what's going to happen here? They'll probably have Fatu involved and Solo before it's over. But
Well, because remember, Cena still has a feud with Solo to get back at him.
Yep, he does. Well, that was kind of what happened at WrestleMania. That was kind of like a
Yeah.
payback, like get the heck out of my ring. It's Cody's time, not yours. Let him
Yeah.
fight fair, That's kind of what SummerSlam was like towards the end. They all came out. and then it was just like Randy Orton came out.
Yeah, I think
RKO. That
SummerSlam
was
was
so
kind
cool.
of better than WrestleMania. And
Yes,
that's if
it
you count the
yes
Undertaker
as a
part.
whole, as a whole,
let's not let's not say that.
as a whole, yes, but as a when it comes down to specific matches,
No.
that last part of Mania was probably the most iconic moment. Like it has
Yeah.
to be on their top 3 list of the most iconic WrestleMania moments ever. You know,
My favorite part
like
was seeing the Undertaker.
that was just so nostalgic, and they threw it off even. You know, everyone was expecting Stone Cold Steve Austin to come out. Nope, the Undertaker.
There are
Yeah,
millions.
but it was supposed to be Stone Cold, but financial
WWE said, "Hold my
issues.
beer, watch this, guys."
Stone Cold wanted more money, but they wouldn't give it to him, so they took the Undertaker instead.
Imagine if he would have showed up at SummerSlam. That would be crazy. So yeah, the Profits or the Street Profits, didn't they take on Bloodline not too long ago with Kevin Owens? Didn't they team up with him like a couple Fridays ago? I'm pretty sure. It's all just kind of led into this ladder match because everybody wants the tag titles. So I'll just probably
I've
just
never
came
seen
to the
Stone Cold
decision to
wrestle.
make this ladder match to give them all a chance to win. But you already know with it being a ladder match, there's going to probably be no disqualifications, and people are going to be able to come in here and mess with the match because you know how the bloodline works. So they still got Fatu, they still got Solo if they need to help get their titles back. So if you guys don't know what a ladder match is, it's kind of like Money in the Bank. They got to use the ladders to climb up and get the tag titles.
I want to see Zilla.
Oh yeah, he's coming out at Bad Blood. And then we're gonna hear,
So is Jimmy.
ooh, oh, I was born a king. I love that. Yeah, we're gonna see Jimmy, hopefully. It's gotta happen this weekend.
I miss Jimmy.
So yeah, we know Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, they're probably obviously gonna retain. But it would be cool to see the Profits win though. If I had to choose, I would want the Profits to win. Just because I feel like they deserve to have some title reign for a while. I don't know. They were NXT champions, weren't they? Or were they like SmackDown or?
Since Jimmy's gonna come out, I bet Jay's gonna come out.
Oh yeah. But
At Bad Blood.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll start that yet, because I don't think there's gonna be a bad feud with them.
So people keep saying, "Oh, Jimmy's gonna get involved with the Bloodline again."
You gotta
But
think.
like an insider from WWE has said, like they're not gonna involve Jay into the Bloodline storyline because of how high of a reaction Jey Uso got from becoming Intercontinental Champ. They're gonna give him more opportunities as Intercontinental Champ, which
Right.
means he literally cannot go to SmackDown.
But what I'm trying to
Yes,
say is
yes,
that
but no, because they've been hinting it with him and Sami Zayn teaming up.
That doesn't mean anything. That's a thing with like old friends.
yeah. But Sami
And
Zayn is probably
Also,
going to.
Jay's hair's turning red on the back again.
Yep.
Okay.
That's just a theory, though. That's not anything like set in stone yet. But if it does go that route, then he's only going to be in the picture to help Roman for a second, and then it's going to be back on Raw. You know what I mean? It's only going to be for that specific Survivor Series match if they go that route, you know? Because it could be Judgment Day, and they could recruit people that way. Like, Rhea and them will have to recruit people.
If Jay joins, like, the Bloodline storyline, it'll probably be for 2 minutes at a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
like, it's not going to be a full-fledged storyline like people keep saying it's going to be.
No, because Jay's going to do his own thing.
They're going to want to focus on his Intercontinental reign.
And I was going to also say that if Jimmy returns and they do reunite back together with Jay, they're going to get back. Like, they're not going to have hard feelings. You know, brothers fight all the time. You know what I mean? They're family. They're going, they're going to make up. You know what I mean? Like, in that instance, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, let's see here. What other topics we got here? So we've got the garbage match, and we've got
Mhm.
Cody Rhodes and Roman.
Isn't there another one?
Wait, I'm
Naomi and
confused.
Tiffany.
Is AJ Styles
Yeah,
still
Naomi and
heel,
Tiffany as well,
or
aren't
is
they?
he
Isn't there?
babyface?
Let's
Let's
go ahead
talk
and
about Naomi and Tiffany next.
hold on a second.
Did you already put another image up?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna do the dumpster match if that was cool first. But
I feel like
we're gonna do the
I
Naomi
feel
one.
like
I didn't catch that at the bottom. That's my bad. Here we go. Boom, we should be good now. Naomi versus Tiffany. So, as you guys
I
know,
said this.
last week,
Go ahead.
Nia Jax and Tiffany teamed up against Naomi and Bailey. And
Yep.
so basically,
Oh, that was 2 weeks ago.
yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. I was just thinking now. I was getting confused for a second. That was 2 weeks ago at this point. But Bailey has won her match against Nia Jax at Bad Blood, so we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen there. But with Naomi battling Tiffany, so basically Tiffany mocked or something happened, I'm pretty sure backstage, and Naomi is now going to take on Tiffany tonight and try to take that feud, that little drama they had. So this could get interesting because we could see possibly Nia Jax show up, as well as Bailey could possibly show up as well to do like a last little feud thing before Bad Blood tomorrow. So that's something to kind of expect there.
Maybe.
That's just my
I'm sorry. I just want to point this out.
What's
There's
up?
no way you guys think there's no way people think that Nia Jax versus Bailey would be a bigger match than Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
No, no way, no way.
I feel like they should have switched the matches in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that could have been something they could have done on SmackDown, or they could have just added that to a match that could be like a starter match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To kick off Bad Blood.
Yep.
Because I feel like they are
Mhm.
lacking some matches that they could have done at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like they're hyping up. It seems like they're hyping up this Cody and Roman one, when the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre match is going to be the match of the freaking night, and it's going to start the Bad Blood.
I'm so mad that they're having it kick off the show instead of having it main event.
Right.
I'm like, there is no way. I don't care who returns during that match. I don't care if it's Jimmy Uso or Charlotte Flair, or if like the Heartbreak Kid or like rises from the dead and does something. I don't care if Eddie Guerrero raises from his grave and karate chops them in the face or whatever the hell he does. I never watched him fight, but I don't care what happens in the match. It's a normal tag team match. I don't care who returns during the match. It shouldn't be
It's
main
probably
event.
just gonna be like Jimmy and that new guy that comes out.
I don't know. Like, I feel like a normal tag team match, there's no way in hell, no matter what happens in the match, a normal tag team match should be better than the first Hell in the Cell match in a year, I think? 2 years, maybe? The first Hell in the Cell match in a long time is gonna do better than it. I'm breaking down.
No, you're good. I know. I agree with you.
And
I
people
feel
have
like they
literally
should have,
said, like,
make the
this is
CM
the
Punk
biggest
match.
feud.
main event.
like Drew McIntyre and CM Punk has been said to be the biggest feud in WWE, and it's about to end after like a year of it going on, and they're gonna make it start the event.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so
Yeah,
mad.
that's way more hype than the Roman and Cody match, in my opinion, for this specific event.
I've said this. I said a couple things last week, I think. But we're gonna get back to Tiffany Stratton and Naomi stuff in a second. But a hot take for me last
Mhm.
week was that tag teams should not even go into the second half of a WWE pay-per-view. They should be the first half of a WWE pay-per-view. Some people might not agree with that. That's fine. But in my opinion, tag team matches are not as great as Hell in the fucking Cell.
Yeah, like that should definitely be
You
more of
know?
a main event, you know? Because there's going to be a lot more
Yeah.
destruction, and they're going to have a lot more stuff to clean up. They're going to have to raise the cell back up, you know?
Yeah.
It just makes more sense to make that more of the main event than it would the tag match in this specific sense.
Yeah. Another
Other
thing I
than it
said
being
last week.
Cody's, hometown, but that's really the only issue.
Yeah. Another thing I said last week was and I still stick by this. Tiffany has more opportunities on Raw than she does on SmackDown, which is
Yeah.
why I think she should go over to Raw. If giving the timing was correct and everything was in place at the right moment,
Yeah.
she should be on Raw.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, 100%. I think she has a lot more opportunity over on Raw at the moment. And especially unless she cashes in and gets her belt this weekend, she's going to be stuck with that. Because in my opinion, if she don't get the belt this weekend, then Bayley's going to win, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at with that.
I honestly do not see either Naomi or Nia Jax holding the title. I think
After the match
Tiffany's
is
gonna
over.
cash in.
Yeah.
I think Tiffany's gonna cash in.
Or she's going to cash in to try to help Naomi or Nia Jax, and then she's going to end up either costing it or she's going to win it, and then Nia's going to get mad and turn on her.
Yeah.
It's going to get crazy. And then it's going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go on to the next feud?
Yep. Which one is it? Cody and Roman?
Yeah.
So I have if you follow my Twitter, you know I have a lot of opinions on these two teaming. This match in general at Bad Blood, I have a lot of opinions on this entire storyline.
Right.
And people think that Cody is going to lose his title to Roman, and all I can think to that is how is he going to do a better reign than he did
Previously.
How would Roman make a better reign than he previously had? And he's a babyface.
He's better
What is he
off,
gonna do as a babyface?
He's better off being Roman Reigns than being Tribal Chief, to be honest. If you get what I mean. If you get what I mean,
yeah.
He gets more eyes on him and more people interested in him when he's not Tribal Chief than when he's just Roman Reigns. You know what I mean? And he's still the OTC, still the original Tribal Chief, regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's still that guy, regardless if he has the belt or not. He's already set the standards for that belt. He don't need that belt no more. He is more than that belt anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
There needs to be a higher standard. If there was a higher standard, he'd go for that. But that is the highest, and he's already had that. So what else could he do? You know what I mean? He's already that guy. And Solo
I'm
wants
gonna
to be that guy, and he ain't that guy, so he's gonna get some.
Okay, give me a second here. I don't know if it's gonna disconnect me from the call for a minute, but if it does, I apologize.
All right, no problem.
Just give me a second. Hold on.
You're good.
God damn it, Twitter. All right. It's loading. Twitter's slow.
Gotta love it.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna quote what I said last night before I went to bed. So I quoted a post about someone saying that The Rock should beat Cody Rhodes and become a champion on WWE.
Yeah.
And I said, can we be completely honest here? The Rock ain't winning. He wasn't gonna win at WrestleMania against Roman either. They brought him back to lose in the first place. Why? Because he's a fucking multi-movie star. He's
Yep.
probably doing Fast 11 as we are doing this podcast.
Right. He doesn't need
came
to
back-
win the matches in WWE. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just needs to be there in the picture. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he could just come out and spit some promos and that's it. You know, we don't have to have anything more from him. He's already done that level. You know what I mean? He's on higher levels now, if you get what I mean. He's got more other things to, not necessarily saying he's not WWE. Like, that's always something that's going to be with him. He is The Rock, for, you know, dang sakes. But the movie stuff and all that stuff, you know, he's doing his own thing now, you know. WWE, basically, he is what he is now for what he was back then. You know what I mean? That makes sense?
Yeah.
So if he didn't do what
Yep.
he did back then with WWE, he wouldn't be where he's at now.
I also quoted the same guy talking about how people have wanted to see Roman Reigns versus The Rock, and that one of them should be champion for that match, so
Yeah.
they could finally have a championship match at WrestleMania and main event WrestleMania. This is what I said. I think you guys need to realize that these tweets from these accounts is bait, as these accounts have
A lot
literally
of them
praised Cody Rhodes on multiple occasions. While Rock versus Roman would be cool, no one in the bloodline should no one actually wants them to have a title reign for probably another 3 to 4 years.
Right.
No one actually wants to see Roman have another title reign. The people that say that they do,
There's more
likely
for
to
him than
bring
not going for the
game-
title right now.
yeah.
He is a better Roman Reigns without the title right now, in my opinion. Because he ain't gonna be,
Yeah.
there ain't gonna be any new levels if he gets the belt. If you get what I mean. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no other level to hit other than hold it for longer than he did, and that's just gonna be. They'll lose viewers. You know what I mean? At that point, it'll just
He
be the
needs to
same thing.
somehow prove he can be a better champion than he previously was, and there's no way for him to possibly be a better champion than he previously was without probably years of wrestling.
Yeah, he'd have to have the belt for a lot longer.
And like people are probably gonna go, "Ooh, who's Cody gonna lose the belt to then? Someone who deserves it. That's who.
Exactly.
Not the bloodline, not Roman. He's already done enough with the title. Not The Rock, who's just probably, even if he does win it, he's likely gonna lose it in 2 weeks because he's got to go film Fast 12.
Exactly.
Like, someone who's gonna win the Undisputed Championship needs to be someone who deserves it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably gonna be Randy Orton.
Randy, and then John Cena will get it, and then relinquish the title
Yeah.
at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'd like to see him versus CM Punk too. That would be a good match too, throwback match. Cena versus
It could
Punk.
also be like just a random person on SmackDown, like I don't know, Santos Escobar. He's been kind of quiet for a while.
Yeah, he
Who
has
knows?
been.
Maybe
Yeah,
he'll win a championship.
yeah, who knows? All right, next topic, the last one,
Yeah.
and then we can just kind of random talk because I got some things I want to talk about. There's some AEW type of stuff I want to talk about, and something about Monday.
If I sound tired, it's because I am.
No, you're good. All right,
Expect
so
this to be a normal thing on Friday's podcasts.
you're all good. All right, so the dumpster match, Meechin, Chelsea Green going at it in a dumpster match. So basically anything goes. You got to put your opponent into the dumpster and basically the count, right? Isn't that what it is? Or is it successfully close the lid?
I have no idea.
It's something like that. It's something regarding that, like a last man standing type of thing. Or it's kind of like the casket match and the ambulance match. You just got to shut the lid, I'm pretty sure.
We
Hopefully
need
Chelsea-
someone who can we need someone in this podcast that can fact check us.
Yeah, we
so
do.
we know what we're talking about. Where's
No,
H Black?
it's been forever since they've done something like this. And plus I've never seen one, so this is all new. But it's going to be brutal. It's going to be interesting though, because they're going to be using all kinds of weapons and stuff like that too, so I think Meechin's probably going to get the upper hand on Chelsea unless Piper comes out. Then it could be an all-out war at that point. You know? Because Meechin might get some help too.
But by who? Naomi?
Could. But she's already in a match. And Bailey's not in a match, so that could possibly be the case.
But Bailey's got her match tomorrow.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. I think that Meechin's going to get the upper hand, though, in the end. Because it seems how Piper and... I don't know, maybe Chelsea will win this. They promoted her, so... With that
Maybe.
video. All in all, it should be a pretty good Smackdown tonight. Because this won't be the main event, I don't think, will it? I wouldn't think they would make this the main event. I'm pretty sure they'd make that ladder match the main event.
I have no idea. Because now that I think about it, they're like both of these matches are main event worthy.
Yeah.
But it's
There's a
probably going to
couple.
be Bloodline because they're probably going to push this story. They're probably going to push the Bloodline as much as they fucking can.
Yeah, it's starting to get boring at this point with the Bloodline stuff. It really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's really all SmackDown's got going for it right now, other than Randy and Kevin Owens. You know?
Yeah, it's not good.
Everything else is just kind of...
Good.
it's not great. And then Raw's got everything. You're glued to everything going on over there. You know what I mean? It's crazy because it's like you got Judgment Day, you got the LWO stuff and New Day stuff. Like that's getting interesting, you know. And then you got just all kinds of stuff going on over there. We can go ahead and stop with this topic here because it's a dumpster match. It's going to be all-out brutal war against Chelsea Green and Meechin. This is their final probably feud, and whoever wins gets thrown in or to win you get thrown in a dumpster and you have to shut the lid on your opponent.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raw over there
feel like-
is getting crazy, guys. Like it's like all these feuds they got going on. It's just getting interesting. And then you got Sammy and
Raw
Gunther,
is
and
so much better than SmackDown.
it really is. It really is so much better right now.
Seth Rollins returned. Let's go.
I mean, WWE, yeah, Seth Rollins returns, but I mean, hell, WWE's putting it behind a paywall on Netflix for Raw. Like, obviously they know
I have
Raw is a
Netflix.
premium.
I have Netflix. Let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Seth Rollins returned. That's exactly what I was wanting to talk about. So that was something. Raw was off the charts Monday, in my opinion. I thought it was amazing. They did everything great. You know what I mean? Like everything was perfect. They could have done
Yeah.
better matches, better feuds. They had everybody out there. They had the New Day in matches, you know. They had LWO, they had
Yep.
Ray, you know, out there. They had the Monster of all Monsters match, which Rollins returned. R-Truth returned. So the Miz and R-Truth, they have to fight what is it? APA or IPA or not
AOP.
AOP. R-Truth got me
Office of
so
Pain.
screwed up, bro.
Dude, that match was so unexpected. I said this on Twitter. I'm gonna quote what I said on Twitter. I did not expect that. The Miz is so good when he turns heel, and he really is. The Miz's heel is probably like one of the best heels in the company.
Where's R-Truth gonna go? The Judgment Day?
I think I don't know. I think the reason I saw this on Twitter. I'm breaking. My mind is breaking.
Oh, you're
It's
good.
been a long week.
You're all good.
I saw a post on Twitter that R-Truth thinks the reason the Miz attacked him was because he thinks the Miz thing. R-Truth thinks that the Miz thinks that he's still in Judgment Day.
Interesting. Interesting.
So he could go to the Terror Twins.
Yeah.
And what if? Oh my God! I
He
just
said something about
realized.
Karrion Cross too, didn't he? I don't like the way Karrion Cross be talking to you like that, man. I've been watching from TV.
I just realized something.
What?
The Miz with the Final Testament against R-Truth, the Terror Twins, and Jey Uso could be a Survivor Series match.
Yeah, that could be. Actually, you might be onto something there.
Why are there 5 possible matches for
I don't know.
Survivor
There's
Series?
so many theories for Survivor Series, and there can only be one. Yeah. You about ready to
I feel
wrap
like
this
they're
up though
building up
here in a few
so
minutes?
many-
That way we can
Yeah,
get
we
this
can wrap it up
uploaded
in a
and
couple
stuff.
minutes. Did anyone hear that Drew's aunt died?
Yeah, I heard about that I think I seen a Twitter post on it.
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna affect the match at all. But that's some interesting news.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely crazy
Yeah.
to say the least of it. But yeah, I did see that on Twitter the other day. Alright.
Can we talk about Xavier versus Jey Uso?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
we're gonna be talking about that Monday though, so
that's true.
there's probably gonna be a lot of
but
stuff to
they-
talk about Monday, or they might hold a lot
yeah,
of
there's
stuff back
probably
too.
gonna be a lot to talk about on Monday.
Yeah.
There's 2 championship matches. I just realized that.
Yep.
2 championship matches in one night of Raw.
It's
When's the
gonna be
last time they
interesting.
did that?
They did that at Columbus Raw when I went. They did the Women's World Championship on the line, and then they also did the Tag Team Women's Championships on the line as well. Because they did that Women's Battle Royal when Rhea had to relinquish the title, and then Becky won it, and then Liv won in that steel cage match the next week after that on Raw.
Yeah.
And that's where Becky hasn't been back since.
How many times has Becky won a championship?
I don't even know.
This is why we gotta have someone check stuff.
She just had the NXT Championship too last year.
I wonder if I could force H Black to do this podcast with us so he can research this stuff for us.
Right.
H Black, reach out.
But yeah.
I'll spam his DMs in 5 minutes when we're done.
Alright. I think we should go ahead and wrap this up though. Sound like a plan.
Alright, should I do the outro?
Yeah, if you want, go for it, my dude.
Alright, follow our socials. Dylan is on so many.
Links
he
in
has
the
his main
description.
channel, Dylan 5. Yeah, he has his main channel, Dylan 591. He has a second channel, Dylan 592. He's on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. He
Everything.
has a Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord. We have extra stuff in the Discord so you can keep up on WWE news, what the matches are for the nights. You'll get a recap of every of the matches of the it's a long week. You'll get a recap of the matches that occurred that night. You'll also have access to watch WWE yourself in the server. You'll have access to join this podcast for yourself. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, you can share your clips and photos at live WWE events.
Yep.
Another thing, and I feel like I gotta remind people of this every week just in case. These are actors. These wrestlers are actors. These are real people with real feelings. So do not hate them for something they've said or done on television because they are getting paid to do what they do, like actual actors. All right, I think that's it.
Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this podcast. This is the episode 9 podcast. So this will be on the main channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys